Did you know that Mississippi has the highest obesity rate of any state in the whole entire country? That's an astounding fact, but what's even worse is that it's most predominant in young children and teens. Myself being a teen, that's an astounding number to me to see if you ever look at it. And I think that this is much due to video games, computers, things like this that just take us away from what we were raised on, what our parents were raised on, and our grandparents, from being healthy children playing outside and being active. We've gone away from that, and that's the reason why children and teens are the way they are today, why they're so obese. I personally believe that sports, any type of extracurricular activity, is a great way to help yourself. Not just in high school, but when you're a child also. I think that you should instill it in your children's mind that sports are a good thing. They're not a bad thing. I've played sports since I was about 5 years old, and I was never forced to play. I just always wanted to, which I think it's a good thing now because sports not only help you physically, but they also help you mentally. Physically, they help you in all aspects, such as your weight. They help you. You're always in shape. You have coaches that help you do what you need to do. And depending on what sport, you could turn out to love it. And I play multiple sports. One of my favorite sports has always been basketball. I've played basketball since I was 4 or 5 years old. And I started out at the YMCA. And at first, I didn't really like it. But once I realized that it was a team effort and that I couldn't do it by myself, it clicked. And I realized that I had other people that were helping me, and it was a great learning experience. And that's where it also helps you mentally and not just physically. Sports, not just basketball, things such as softball and cheerleading, which I also do, all type of sports, they help you realize that you can't do everything by yourself. They give great ways to show you that you have to use all of your surroundings in order to get where you want to. I think that sports, especially in high school, are a great way to make friends. They're a great way to do things. It's much better to play sports than it is to sit at home for a whole night when you don't have anything to do. It's just so much fun. You learn things. You learn about yourself. You learn about what you can do. And you can push yourself. You can push your strengths. And you just get to know a lot about yourself if you play any type of sport. Not just basketball or softball or cheerleading. You can play soccer, tennis, volleyball, anything. Just be active. Because if you're not active, if America does not get active, especially teens, then the world is just going to be worse than what it is now. Our children are going to be obese, and they won't even know about sports because they're going to be so wrapped up in technology and things like that, which I think is awful because sports have been so important to me. I'm a senior in high school now, and I'm still playing sports, and hopefully I'll be able to go to the collegiate level in sports. But like I said before, it helps you in so many more ways than just one. Another mental aspect that it helps you in is that it helps you further on down the road in life. Once you graduate college and high school and you get out into the real world, you're going to have a boss at some point. Someone is going to be superior to you. You won't always run the show. In high school, you may think that you have it all, but that's just not true. Once you get out, people tell you what to do, and you have to listen to them. And there's another good point from high school sports. You always have a coach. You may even have an assistant coach, and you probably have a captain on your team that you have to listen to. And if you don't listen to them, you're going to suffer the consequences. And that consequence may be losing a game that you really needed to win, or running in practice, whereas when you get older, the consequences may not be as minor. They may be way more severe as losing a job. So You can learn a lot of life lessons from high school sports. And take it from me personally, I have learned, if I had not played high school sports, I would not know half of the things I know now. I know what my strengths and my weaknesses are, and I try and push myself to that every day when I go to basketball practice or to softball or to cheerleading. Whatever it may be that you want to do, I encourage you to play some type of high school sport or extracurricular activity. It is for your benefit and for your benefit only. And I think that it would be a great investment of your time.